Up here on the flight deck of Queen Elizabeth, you get a real sense of scale. From one end of the ship to the other is 280 meters long. You could fit 3 full-size football pitches across this flight deck. And from the bottom, from the keel to the top of one of those 2 towers, is the height of Nelson's Column. This 65,000-ton warship is the biggest ever built in Britain. Well, this massive, giant hangar is where they will store some of the aircraft. We're just below the flight deck, where, of course, some of the planes can be stored, but they can hold around 30 aircraft in this hangar alone. It will be like a giant repair shop, a place where they can carry out the routine repairs, the maintenance of the aircraft. There's space for about 36 of the Joint Strike Fighter, the new F-35 planes. In reality, probably they will carry about a dozen of most routine operations. And when they take those jets from the hangar, they will put them past this scaffolding to where they are now fitting those lifts. And in the space of 2 minutes, they can get 2 of the Joint Strike Fighter planes from the hangar here right up onto the deck. One of the extraordinary things about Queen Elizabeth is that she'll have a crew of around 1,000 people. That's far fewer than, say, an American aircraft carrier, and that's partly because of the levels of automation. So this is the weapons preparation area, and the weapons themselves will be taken up on a lift on a pallet like that behind me, up from 7 decks below to this room where they'll be armed, they'll be prepared, and then finally they will be lifted up to the flight deck above and loaded onto the aircraft. Now, that whole process will take about an hour. That's far shorter than it used to.